We're back with another developer update, a series of posts going over the biggest changes coming to Dead by Daylight. This time around, we'll cover a long list of killer, perk, and quality of life updates that'll appear in the upcoming player test build that I won't be a part of, but I'll be watching. Okay. Freddy. For some time, the Nightmare has stood out from the crowd with a particularly high kill rate, averaging about 3 kills per match. With that in mind, we made some slightly tweaks to bring him closer in line with the rest of the roster. We've decreased his moving speed while placing a snare to 4 meters per second, and reduced the maximum number of placed snares from 8 to 5. Fuck, ouch. Likewise, the maximum number of dream pallets has been reduced from 10 to 7. So, can I still infinitely place them? Though, 5 is... Youch. But that shouldn't matter because you can still anti-loop with them, like place them as you go. So I don't think that's like a big, I don't think that's a huge change to him. He'll still be good. A handful of add-ons have also received changes. Add-ons which previously reduced action speeds now make various actions louder. Repairing generators grunts of pain and footsteps. That's pretty good. Black Box also has a brand new effect. When the execute is open, it is blocked for sleeping survivor for next instance. That's pretty decent. Alarm clocks have also received some tweaks to make their effects clearer and more rewarding. Using an alarm clock will now make you fully immune to sleep, including sleep caused by a killer hit for 30 seconds. This effect will now show on the HUD by turning your sleep timer yellow and have it tick down. With these changes, we hope to promote more strategic use of his dream traps rather than placing them constantly during a chase. Well, that's what you're supposed to do sometimes, rather than placing them constantly during a chase, as well as encouraging to seek out and use alarm clocks. We'll monitor his performance closely and adjust when necessary going forward. Okay, so I think if you can still keep the blood puddles while you're still going through a chase, even though they want to rework that, I don't know why. He'll still be good. The timer thing will not be a problem at all, trust me. Who's gonna go to a clock and then Freddy's gonna come towards you within like 30 seconds later? That's gonna be rare, so that's not gonna do anything. I think Freddy's still gonna be strong. And the dream pallets 10 to 7, it's not gonna matter. You usually use snares if you want to play Freddy strategically. So I think from this, Freddy will still be strong, but there's more things you can do against him, I guess. But I think he'll still be strong. Demogorgon. I want Demogorgon buff, so let's see. Our focus for the Demogorgon is to give it more mobility with its portals. We've made the following changes to base portals. Okay. Increased speed while in a portal. Okay, that's good. Reduce cooldown after exiting a portal. Increased undetectable length after exiting the portal. Alright, that's pretty good. On top of these changes, we have done a complete pass on the Demogorgon's add-ons to make some of the lesser ones more appealing. Sneak peek. Survivors near active portal indicate. Survivors near activated portals are indicated by killer instinct without having to charge of the abyss. Oh, so this means you don't have to do the thing with his mouth open. It will automatically sense them. Alright, that's pretty cool. When traversing the upside down, the portal you entered is destroyed. Oh, another farming build. Another farming perk. Alright. Oh, alright. Huntress. Good. Oh, thank God. Alright, don't panic. We have not changed the Huntress's base kit. We have, however, done a pass on her add-on to bring them up to modern standards. Yes, this includes the infamous iridescent HUD. Thank you, Des, for doing something right. Thank you for not changing her base power like Nurse. Okay, I was scared for a second. Thank you. Alright. So now this is going to be the new Huntress. Soldier's Pute. The Huntress moves 4.6 meters per second, and she has no hatchets. So this is either normal speed or faster, but she has no hatchets. Why would Why would this be used? Okay. Okay, new iridescent head. Okay, inflicts dying upon. Caps maximum carried hatchet at 1, regardless of the effects of other add-ons. Okay, so iridescent is still in the game. It's just 1 hatchet. The twins! I was not expecting the twins. Last but not least, we have a small set of tweaks for the twins. Increased cooldown ever successfully downing a survivor with Victor from 3 to 5 seconds. Increased cooldown. Okay. Oh, so I guess more opportunities to kick him? Kick Victor? Okay. Camera control is now immediately restored when taking control of Charlotte. Oh, that's good. So I think that's like a little bit faster when you switch back and forth. I think that's what it's saying. Silent Cloth, increased undetectable duration for 20 seconds upon taking control of Charlotte. Iridescent Pendant, increased exposed duration for 30 seconds, crushes an ideal victim. Okay, perks. Alright, let's see. I am looking for the new object and the new open-handed. Those are the two I'm looking for, because they said previously, but now I want to see them like in the game. Small game. I did not expect small game. It has come to our attention that some of you really hate small piles of bones. To aid you in your totem destroying mission, we've made some long requested changes to small game. Small game now shows the number of remaining totems as tokens on the perk. That is really gonna be good. That is gonna be a complete nerf. A complete counter to Noed. That is a really good change. The detection range decreases by 5 degrees for each totem cleanse. Okay, that's fair. Small game no longer detects killer traps. That's a very good change. So small game is now a complete totem perk. That is a really good change. That is a really good check. I saw Lucky Break. Lucky Break didn't need to change. These changes improve small game's ability to track and cleanse totems while also removing the adequate part that only applies to specific killers with traps. So no more trapper and no more hag stuff like that. That's a good perk. That's a good change. Alright, Lucky Break. I saw Slogo share. Lucky Break. Lucky Break now hides scratch marks in addition to blood pools to help you lose the killer. To compensate, the total duration has been reduced to 70, 80, and 90 seconds. So, Lucky Break. So now it's scratch marks and blood. I think this with Iron Will would be alright, but it's like only once. You can only use Lucky Break once, sadly. And how long was it? What isn't it? 180 seconds? 120? Now it's 90. It's still kind of bad. If it was like a cooldown or something, this would be good. But not only once. Alright, Soul Guard. Alright, Soul Guard. A small change here. Soul Guard now has a cooldown of 30 seconds after activating. Okay. Realistically, this won't affect the vast majority of cases. This change is purely to prevent stacking healing speed and Soul Guard from getting out of hand. Okay. Open-handed. Yes. Alright, take 2 for open-handed. We've slotted this update back in the upcoming PTB, yes. Open-handed now has an increased effect of 8, 12, and 16 meters, but no longer stacks with itself. This makes the perk more appealing on its own without needing to stack it with other survivors in the match. Here we go. Open-handed, 16 meters. You can increase bond, kindred, windows, object. This with any other like aura reading perk is actually going to be insane. You'll see. It's going to be nuts, and I can't wait to try it out. This one, where you can see pallets as killer. Very straightforward change. Zashin Tactics is now permanently active and also has a larger range. Well, that's pretty good. What are... Oh. Oh, so they're buffing Borrowed Time. To remove some confusing intricate, I don't know what that is, with how borrowed time interacts with some killers and the oblivious status effect, we have removed the terror radius condition from the perk. To compensate, we have reduced the duration of endurance effect for 8, 10 to 12 seconds. Okay, so borrowed time always activates, no matter what. The endurance is now 12 seconds. So it's a buff and a nerf because now it was like insanely like 20 seconds you can hit. Now it's 12 seconds. That might be big. That might be big because now it's just 12 seconds. 12 seconds are 12 seconds. 20 was insane, but now it's just puny 12 seconds. I don't know. That might be huge. That might This might be a game changer. Yes, and now we're nerfed borrowed. Yikes. Here we go. My favorite perk in the game. Thank you. This PTB also features the newly reworked Object of Obsession. Anytime your aura is revealed to the killer, their aura is revealed to you, and gain a 2, 4, and 6% bonus of healing, repairing, and cleansing. Ooh. If you're the obsession, your aura is revealed to the killer for 3 seconds every 30 seconds. Okay, so they added that percentage thing in, which is really nice. Okay, so their aura is revealed to you and gain healing, penalty, and cleansing. So if you use barbecue, nurses, or anything else that you can see my aura, I will gain a 6% bonus to whatever I'm doing. Anytime you're... So hold up, I'm trying to understand. So it could be like, so I'm reading this carefully. Anytime your aura is revealed to the killer, their aura is revealed to you. And you gain a 6% bonus to healing. And repairing and cleansing. So does that count for the 3 seconds too? So it's like every 30 seconds I'm gonna get 6% bonus of whatever I'm doing. And I get to see the killer. Oh, I like that. I like that. That is totally gonna be in my main kit. The new version has a few benefits: being able to track the killer, being able to deduce which aura reading perks the killer is using when using Object of Obsession activates, which I like. Being able to attract the killer and then sneak away before they can get there. That is good. With these changes, we hope to make Object of Obsession a more fun and interactive perk for both sides. Balances. The chance to receive a skill check while using a toolbox have been increased. This makes toolboxes feel more interactive while they're in use, and is totally not because the lead designer had a skill check challenge and got unlucky 3 matches in a row. Hat Hatches. Okay, I thought that shit said hatchets, like huntresses, and I'm like, who? Hatches. Another small tweak, you have decreased the time the hatch remains open after a key is used from 30 seconds to 10 seconds. Like before, if the hatch closes naturally, it is not kick shut, the endgame collapse will not start. Okay. Please note that this is not the final change keys will be receiving. We'll share more info on the future of keys as soon as we can. Good. We do need key nerfs. HUD update. We have made some more changes to the HUD, time focusing on the visibility of killer's powers. On the survivor portraits, in this update we have improved the Doctor's Madness, the Nightmare's Dream World, Plague Infection, Stalk, and Ghost Stalk. The survivor portraits so they no obstruct the bottom of power indications. Struggle update. In an ongoing effort to improve accessibility, we have changed the way struggling works, starting into P2P. Rather than needing to mash a button, survivors in their second hook stage will now receive occasional skill checks. Huh. So just like Pyramid Head, when you're in the cage, in the second thing. The success zones are fairly large, and we're not looking to make struggling more difficult / deadly at this time. Missing one of these skill checks will remove a chunk of your struggle meter. If you do not attempt to hit 2 consecutive skill checks, you will immediately be sacrificed. As you receive skill checks, your struggle meter will gradually decrease at the same rate as before. Okay, our goal with this change is to make struggling more accessible to players with repetitive strain injuries while keeping struggling as an interactive mechanic. Well, that's nice. Okay, so no more of this. It's now a skill check. That's good. The graphics update, Coldman. I've seen these. On that note, we reached the end of this developer update. All the changes made this week. April 13th. Oh, that's tomorrow. We'll look forward to reading your feedback once you have the chance to try them out. All right.